What up, Block fam? Welcome to today's episode where we are installing a Blockhead exhaust on a Harley Davidson Dyna. So we've had requests for this exhaust like crazy. Obviously, like we're slowly working through. We've got Blockhead exhaust for touring. We've also got Blockhead exhaust for softail models with different muffler options, different finish options. And now we're adding Dyna to the list. So if you guys go to our website, you will be able to purchase a Blockhead exhaust with different muffler options, different finish options. So link in description below. This video, we're gonna go over uninstall of the stock exhaust, stock headers, and installing the new one, taking you through that entire process. So this is a Dyna that I've saved, which you guys will be seeing more videos on it. New to the channel, new build. And this one has slip-ons from Screaming Eagle, so we're gonna go ahead and start it up, let you guys hear this one as well. Got that after it. That's the lift. That's metal vibrating. It actually doesn't sound that bad for slip-ons. Let's get to unboxing our Blockhead exhaust. All right, here we have our exhaust for the Dyna. Obviously, collaboration with Stealth. The way that Stealth puts this is that we put our magic touch on the exhaust, so we basically help him with research and development. Yeah, I'm not gonna fully explain all of it because you know there's some secret sauce in there too. So let's go ahead, unbox this thing. We're gonna hit it with one of. Should we do a snap? Should we do a punch? I'm gonna do a punch. Ta-da! Exhaust. Whenever you order it, it's not gonna come with everything you see here. One of the things we like to provide to you guys, different muffler options, different badge options. So this is going to be your header. So it's gonna sweep around the front of the cam chest. Exhaust flanges are already installed, so you don't have to remove the C-clips off your old ones. These are your muffler options here. This is my favorite. This is the pie cut turnout. Look at those welds. Beautiful. With the badge. This is what most people pick, metal cutout badge. You do also have different badging options. So this is the lasered. These are gonna be a few of your badge options. We'll display all of them here on the screen. I like the metal one. So the metal badge here, that cutout. Looks good. One of the things we do like to do is provide you guys with different muffler options as well. So this one, we have the pie cut turnout, we have the pipe bomb, we have the reverse cone, mid-length pipe bomb. And this one is one that we're offering new. This is called the breacher. The way that the badge was mounted on this one, we wanted to try something new to kind of see what the badge would look like on the top. So this will mount to the side of the bike like that. Badge will be viewable from the top. I like it on the side, but you know, we're just experimenting a bit. That's what we do. Prototype. We're gonna go ahead and get this exhaust installed onto the Dyna. Let's show you how to uninstall the stock one. All right, so first things first, I remove the seat. You need to get access to the harnesses for the O2s. So that is going to be this one here for the rear. That rhymed. Pull up on that, disconnect. Make sure you can pull it through. Boop. There you go, that one's free. All right, at this point, you want to take the hose clamps off of the heat shield. So we one here. It's a Dyna, so it's probably going to be pretty old. So if you guys want to hit all this stuff with some PB Blaster beforehand and let it set, it should make this job easier. Did forget to say it's 8 mil. Yeah, you should be able to just pull on. There you go. Ta-da! Take these. Straight in the trash where they belong. Whenever you're working on old bikes, you find some pretty comical stuff, so check this out. This is to protect the valve stem that goes into your exhaust bracket from leaking air. So we're gonna take this tire valve stem cover off so that we can have access to that bolt. Next up, let's get the bracketry here disconnected. 1/2 inch. .9/16 on the back. Dude, this is pretty weighty. So That's another one of the things about our exhaust is you're gonna save a lot in terms of weight. All right, so that's one muffler off. That bracketry mounts to that one, basically links them together. So this is loose except at the head, which is going to be a half. All right, so to get to some of these, luckily on the Dyna, it's not too difficult for this one. So we should be able to get a proper bite on that. If you can't, and you're having trouble getting to this, like on this one or others, Justin recommended like a short extension with a swivel head. You see on the end there, how it's rounded. So whenever you put it on, it has a little bit of where it can pivot, right? So that'll give you just that right angle. That would be a normal. So whenever you have it on that extension, it doesn't have that, you know, the same amount of play. Getting to the back flange nut, long extension, short socket with the ball end. Risky business. There we go, down and out. Whew, I think it's seen better days. All right, so at this point, remove the O2s. I'm just using a big old crescent wrench. That's what size it is. Cool. All right, good talk. Woo! Oh, don't touch it. All right, so that's gonna be the rear. Set that one in the back. Woo! God damn, these things are on here. There you go. Front. Take this. I'm sure somebody could totally use these. So we're just gonna put them right in there. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a wipe down because, I mean, you finally have access to it now while the exhaust is off. So just microfiber, some Blockhead all-purpose cleaner. Wipe her down, brother. These blonde cases, for those of you that don't know, that's what they call these cases. Harley Davidson didn't make them for too long, but yeah, they look really good whenever you got them nice and cleaned up. I think this thing just recently went through like a rainstorm or some shit because it's got sand and all sorts of dirt.
It was Trent doing burnouts in it, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Trent of Cruisey Originals, shout out. Thanks for thrashing on this one, breaking her in for me. It's definitely going to be above the capabilities that I'm able to ride it, which that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Learn some of that hooligan shit on this thing.
I want to join.
Hell yeah.
I'm down.
Gonna fly Cruisey out, have him give me some coaching lessons. And who better to teach you than the godfather of hunting, you know? Some burnouts and maybe little baby wheelies. I don't want big wheelies on this thing because I tried that shit on the Grom. Just ain't built for it, brother. Stock exhaust is off. I actually have an appointment here in like 30 minutes that I have to run to. Let's cut real quick here and then I will be back tomorrow to continue the video. First things first, we have to remove the old gaskets. So we have some new gaskets here. We recommend getting the tapered ones. So essentially, I don't know if you can zoom in enough on that, but this side is thinner and this side is thicker. So it basically starts smaller up here and it's conical shaped. Whenever it's setting in the head, right? So say my hand is the head of the motorcycle. These are going to fit over the ends of the exhaust. So these are designed to be used with these style gaskets. To get the old ones out, if they've been in there a while, they've got some high mileage on them, it might be a little difficult. I recommend getting a pick. You're gonna kind of come in with a pick and you're going to kind of dig into it a little bit. Don't press too hard. You don't want to go into the aluminum of the head. All right, you should be able to feel it. You can see where it crushed from the previous exhaust. So they are meant to crush. They're malleable, and so it forms a proper seal around your new exhaust. Let's go ahead and remove the front one as well. So like I said, just come from the back side. You're gonna dig in with the pick. Make sure you're not pressing too hard into the head. That one just popped right out. Now the new ones, so you want the skinny side out, the larger side in, like that. So you can see on the right side here, it's going in further than the top side here. You want to press them in evenly. You don't want to press too hard because if you do, they could deform and that'll cause the new exhaust to not go in as easily. So you want to make sure you kind of slowly get them in little by little. Do the same thing on the back. In the manufacturing process of these, we add a tab, which is right here. In some instances, depending on the bike, that'll basically line up and it'll be another spot that you can basically mount a bolt through there and it'll line up with the headers. Now, if you're having some issues with these lining up, you actually don't even have to run that tab. The easiest option is going to be to cut that off. Be safe, kids, wear eye protection. Ta-da! There you go. So I know that might seem weird on a new exhaust, right? These actually fit FXRs as well. So any of you guys out there with FXRs that want a blockhead pipe, there you go. We're installing it on a Dyna, but that tab will actually fit right up to an FXR. On Dynas, sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. So now that we have the exhaust gaskets in the heads, we're gonna go ahead and take the O2 sensors and we're going to place them into the new headers. You're gonna wanna take a little bit of anti-seize, put it on the threads here. Do not touch the actual O2 sensor. Put this on the threads. There you go. Same with the front. So anti-seize is exactly what it sounds like. This keeps the threading from seizing inside of the bungs. So remember, front to front. Same with the rear. Then you're gonna take a wrench, preferably not a crescent, you know, one that actually fits. Tighten it up. Now we're going to place this thing in here, line it up with the exhaust ports, and thread on your flanges. So go ahead and tighten the nuts on the flanges hand tight. Do not tighten them all the way down. We're gonna wait till the very end to snug everything up. At this point, you're ready to install your bracketry. It's gonna go on the side of the transmission cover here. Now you should have removed the stock bracket, right? Which is gonna look like that. Went there. The nuts, you're gonna reuse those. For good measure, because Harley Davidson's shake, go ahead and do like a little dab of Loctite on there. So now we're to the mounting of the muffler. Go with my favorite. On this, you're gonna wanna go ahead and tighten those down. Leave the rest of it loose, but those you wanna go ahead and tighten. We should ship it to you with this in the correct orientation, but if you wanna change it, you can. I like this to point down so that you come from underneath to tighten it up. So there you go. And see, this is why you leave it loose, right? So if you had this super tightened down, you wouldn't be able to move this header pipe. With the header pipe loose, I can pull this out a little bit and get just that little extra bit of clearance that I need. Take the mounting hardware. It's going to be these guys. So you've got a bolt, a lock washer, and then a nylock nut as well. You're going to do the nut on the inside of here. Now, here's a trick. Learn this after installing many of these things, right? So you're going to take that nylock nut, put it in a wrench, that is a half, and then just put some tape. Can be painter's tape, can be whatever, just like that. And you're going to take that, place it into the back here where it lines up, and you're going to thread in that bolt from the backside. While you still have that in there, just thread it loosely and you just slowly start to tighten down. Just want to make sure that there's clearance on everything. So we're good here, we're good here, we're good here. So let's go ahead, we're going to tighten down from the top and working our way back. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and tighten the flange nuts. So you don't wanna tighten all the way on one side. So like, you know, I did like 5 or 6 on that side. Come on this side, do 5 or 6. So now that those two are tight, gonna go ahead and tighten this one. It's 10 mil. Tighten that one until it's snug. Then tighten this one up on the back as well, using that wrench on the back. At this point, exhaust is installed. Do not start it yet since you've been handling it, right, with your hands. You've got oil, dirt, grease, all that stuff. Anywhere that is on the pipe, whenever you turn it on, is going to heat unevenly, causing uneven discoloration. So at this point, we are going to take our Blockhead APC. So this is our all-purpose cleaner and degreaser. You guys can use like a rubbing alcohol, brake cleaner, stuff like that. This is what we have on hand. If you guys want to scoop it, link in description below. We're just gonna spray it down wipe it, make sure it doesn't have any dirt, oil, grease, or anything on it. After this, don't forget to plug back in your O2 sensors. All right, yeah, O2s, wrap those back. Front plugged in. Next, you're gonna route the rear O2. Take your O2 connection that is on this side of the seat. You should have some extra slack. Feed it through, right there. There it is. Zip tie the front ones as well. I don't know if you guys remember, we cut off a zip tie on that one, so if you want to zip tie those up. Just to go over everything real quick. The flange nuts tighten down to the heads. So tightened, following it down, or the muffler clamp to the header, tightened. We have the bracketry tightened, and then we have this one here also tightened. Guess I should remove that, huh? O2s are tightened with anti-seize, and the O2 sensors are plugged back in. So we should be good to go. All right, so now that we got the exhaust back on, let's take it off the lift. We're gonna go outside, do a little sound demo real quick. Putting the seat back on, we lost this little clip here, so I wanted to show you guys. We'll just throw this little tidbit of a trick in here. So get yourself a zip tie, throw it on there like that, fish that up through here, boop, pull that up, rotate it around, and then normally you just like put the clip on there, so clip, since we don't have that. Ta-da! Pull your hand out like it's been in a Muppet. All right, start her up, see what she sounds like. As you guys can see, it's burning in nice and evenly, even after just that first run. So with the stainless, it does get that nice bronzy gold kind of look to it. The reason we wiped it off is because if we didn't wipe it off and there was oils and stuff, like I said, it would start heating unevenly. Make sure you wipe it down before you start it up. If you guys have any questions on the install, pretty straightforward. But if you do have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. We are gonna have a follow-up video after this one going through the each of the mufflers. High cut turnout, like we have on now. The reverse cone, the pipe bomb, the breacher, and the med like the pipe bomb. Be sure you're subscribed and you've got the notifications on so that you get a notification whenever we upload that one. Should probably be like the next video that we upload. If you guys have any questions on this, let us know. If you guys want to go ahead and order it, link in description below as well. A big thanks to everybody that scoops one up. Y'all have been asking for this for a while. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do us a favor, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. Like I said, hit that bell icon. And until next time, ride safe, stay vigilant. Get you a Blockhead exhaust for your Dyna. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.